Just tell us how excited you are about the World Cup and how much is there a feeling within the Scotland camp you want to do yourselves justice, because let's be honest, the Euros, you all know, your fans know, you could have been a lot better.
Yeah, we're well aware of that, and we want to continue to improve as a. We've got really good players and we're a really good team, but we didn't show it. I don't even think it was the occasion to get the better of us. I think we just weren't good enough at the time. But we've grown as a squad. We've got better. We've qualified for another tournament. It's the first time in 28 years that we've been to the World Cup. So we don't just want that to be enough. We want to go and showcase what we can do. We feel we've got a real chance of getting out of the group, and that's the goal. That's the ambition for everybody. And we want to carry the flag and take us as far as we can. Quickly, what do you make of your group? You go Haiti, Morocco, and then finish it off with a win over Brazil. Yeah, why not? Down in Miami. That sounds good to me. There'll be some. The Scottish will involve. They'll enjoy that. There'll be a lot of sun cream used, I'm sure. But it's a tough group, of course. We kick off with Haiti, and that's obviously a game that we'll be looking to get 3 points. I don't think we can hide away from that. Morocco's going to be a massive game because I think everybody outside of the group will expect Brazil to probably win it, but we want to go and do as much as we can in that second game to put ourselves in a good position going to the game in Miami against Brazil, which we know is going to be a tough ask, but anything's possible.
First World Cup for Scotland in 28 years, as you did mention. What would success look like for you and this country in the World Cup?
I think it's. I'm not going to sit here and say we're going to win the World Cup, but I think when we're getting into the group, the first thing has got to be winning the first game, getting off to a good start. We will be expected to do that. There'll be an expectation on us, and we need to carry the expectations. So getting off to a good start with 3 points would be obviously amazing, and then going beyond that. Obviously, there's 32 teams that can qualify, so there's a good opportunity there for us. We need to get out of the group. We know that. We know we've got the squad. We know we've got the players to do that. So again, it's about us, carrying that expectation, taking it on, and having the responsibility to go and do it, because Scotland have never done it, and we want to be the first to do that.
You don't get a choice, but you're actually very happy with the order of the games you've got and the opponents.
I mean, obviously, on paper, it gives us the best opportunity to get 3 points. So, and I don't want to disrespect anybody by saying that, but if you look at it on paper, then, the matchup would suggest that that's our best chance at points. So, yes, you want to get off to a good start, and I think we will go in there with confidence. Obviously, we'll go over there early, a couple of warm-up games, and we'll be ready to go, because we will need to, we need to get ready for the weather.
Kenny, it's a big weekend for you in the Old Farm Derby, but also a big weekend in the world of sports. We have got the Masters. We do know you are Scot. Are you going to be supporting your fellow Scot and Bob McIntyre? Who have you got for the tournament?
Yeah, we done a sweepstake at the football club here, and I drew out Bob Mac, ironically enough, and he didn't have his best day yesterday. I think he got in a bit of trouble for some of the gestures he used.
He just gave him a friendly Scottish wave, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, to me, I thought that was totally acceptable, but I think on TV that wasn't ideal. I think his emotions got the better of him a little bit, so hopefully he can claw something back today and get a bit of pride back.
So you're very familiar with the Old Firm Derby, but tell our audience about the Old Farm Derby, because you've played in a couple now, because you've been at Norwich for quite a long time.
Yeah, it's I think outside of Norfolk and Suffolk, I think it's downplayed a little bit, but it's pretty fierce. It's one that really gets going. Obviously, the fans from both sides get right up for it, and it's always a great atmosphere. So we'll be looking to get revenge after earlier on in the season.
What are they actually like to play in, Kenny?
Yeah, amazing. We've obviously been very successful over a long period at Norwich. We missed each other for a few years with us being Premier League. They were down in League One for a few years, and they went up to Premier League and we were in the Championship. So we've missed each other a lot. So I think that adds a little bit more, because the fans have missed it quite a bit. But the atmosphere is always incredible. You feel the difference when you arrive at the stadiums, and yeah, there's just a little bit more on these games.
For this one in particular, though, there's more than just bragging rights and sending your fans home happy, isn't there? Your fans would love to put a dent in their promotion challenge. equally, there's precious points available. How much do you believe you can still make the playoffs?
Listen, we've given ourselves a lot to do. Our form earlier in the season wasn't good enough, and we put ourselves in this situation. So we need to take responsibility for that. But we have been, since the turn of the year, we've been excellent. We've been probably one of the form teams in the league. We'll try and win every game from now at the end of the season. Whatever it takes us, it's going to be out of our hands, unfortunately. But we'll do as much as we can. And obviously, we know the position Ipswich are in, but that doesn't really factor into how we'll approach this game. We want to go and win the game for our fans and for this football club.
And look, Kenny, even if you don't make the playoffs, this form on the back end of the season, like you mentioned, is something to be very happy with, considering the start of the season. Since Philippe Clement came in November, what do you think he's changed with this football club?
Listen, we were in a very difficult situation, and I think a lot of people outside didn't really see a way out for us. And League One was looming. The manager came in, he's stabilised the football club, and now he's brought back that expectation that, you know, should always be at this club. The ambition should always be to get to the Premier League. So even if we don't make the playoffs, we know we're already building for next year. The manager will obviously have a busy summer, and you know, us as players, we need to do as much to put our name in the fold to be involved in that, because I'm sure there'll be decisions made over the summer. So whatever happens from now at the end of the season, we'll do everything we can from, you know, an individual point of view, and to be as good as we can as a team and as a club.
Ken, you've been there a long time now, as you said. You're the club captain. You've got a great connection with the fans. But can you explain to our audience how you have become known as the Mayor of Norwich?
Yeah, that takes me back to this is obviously my 8th season that I'm finishing, and that takes me back to my first season here, where we won promotion, and obviously there was a lot of celebrations, there was a lot of party, there was a bit too much alcohol involved, and yeah, we ended up at the town hall, where obviously there's a lot of people higher up than me, and I stole the hat off the mayor at the time and announced myself on the balcony at town hall. So since then, you know, it became a thing where most people know me as the mayor, other than my name.
When you look at that, do you laugh or do you cringe?
Cringe. I do. Now that I'm a little bit older, I've got 2 kids. I look back and yeah, I definitely cringe at some decisions that I made that day.
But if you get them promoted, trust me, you'll be given the rights to drive sheep through the street or something like that. You'll be the real Mayor of Norwich.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's just try and do that first, then we can take care of what happens next.
Yeah, definitely. Now